Ed was my mom's third husband, and he came along, I must have been about 13. And he and his son came across from Nova Scotia, where they lived, and my mom met him at a bar at the Legion. It's funny because we always said, oh, mom's going out to find a man, she's got her hunting suit on, and so she'd dress up and stuff. And one of the people she brought home was Ed. And Ed was he was an alcoholic as well, but he didn't drink to where you'd think he was drunk. Like he could put away, 12 beers a day and you wouldn't know he was drunk. But the beauty about Ed was that he was a really, really warm man. He was just so lovely. And, he, like I said, he taught me that a person could be a father without sexually abusing their daughter. And so years later, because I'd actually become estranged from Fem, who was my foster mother. And, but I still loved Ed and I still wanted to see him. But, they were a package deal, so I didn't see either. But one of my sisters told me that Ed was dying. He had cancer and he only had a little while to live. And I really wanted to see him. I just thought, I owe this man my life and I want to say goodbye. But I don't want to see Fem. And so my older sister, Carol, and my partner, Louise, and my other sister, Mary, we all met up in this motel in Penticton where they lived. And so, I thought, okay, I'm going to see Ed. And then I realized, but I can't see Ed with Fem. I just couldn't. And neither could Carol, my older sister, right? She thought she could, but she said, I can't do it. And so Mary and Louise sort of ran interference and got Ed out to the motel to see me. And they had his brother and his niece, and we were all part of it. We were like, making sure that I could say goodbye to Ed, because he was an important man, and I was his daughter. And we said goodbye, and we cried, and I knew I wouldn't see him again when he left. And wasn't much long after that he actually did die. And I remember I was with my sister at the time, Carol, and we were in the Okanagan. And I thought, I'm going up to the stream that she had behind her house. And I went up there and I had a bath in the stream. And I remember getting out, and it was a cold day. It was like in fall. And I thought, I'm not cold. And I was always cold because I was so skinny. And since that day, I've never been cold. Like, it's weird. It's just like, I'll get cold, but I won't get bone cold like I used to get all the time. And so I thought about that. I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. Ed must be, sending his love and keeping me warm. And then I was thinking about, when we were making this whole thing happen, how, everybody worked together and we made it so that I could see Ed. And I realized at that point, I thought, I thought I was bringing Ed a gift of my love. And really what happened was, I got the gift. I got the gift because my family that hadn't protected me as a child surrounded me, protected me from Fem, and made it so that I could say goodbye to Ed. And they all played their part, and they played it beautifully. And it was just like, I thought, oh my God, like I am the luckiest woman on the earth because I have a beautiful family. And, when push came to shove, they stepped up and they said, yeah, we're going to make sure that you get to say goodbye to the man who was your father. And I thought, I just was incredibly grateful. One, that I had those sorts of people in my life, and two, that I actually thought about that and I realized that, that was a super special moment in my life. And yeah, it was really, really healing on so many different levels.